South Africa faces a serious dispute involving Duduzile Zuma, a member of parliament for the MK party. The Hawks are investigating her for her role in sending 17 South African men to Russia under false information. The men believed they were traveling for security training. They expected to return and provide protection for senior MK party figures. Instead, they ended up in a foreign war zone inside an active conflict between Russia and Ukraine. The chain of events began when Duduzile's older sister opened a case at Sandton police station. She accused Duduzile of misleading the group of men and placing them in danger. Her report described a recruitment process built on false hopes. The men trusted the information they received. They believed the trip would lead to stable employment and a respected career in security work. Their families expected a safe program. None expected frontline exposure in an international conflict. Duduzile then filed her own case. She claims another person tricked her into recruiting the men. She insists she acted under wrong information. She says she believed she was supporting a program linked to legal training in Russia. Her statement rejects any intent to harm the men or place them in a battlefield. She argues she entered the process with confidence in the person who approached her. Her version frames her as another victim in a wider scheme. The Hawks are treating both statements as part of one investigation. Spokesperson Thandi Mpambo explained the current steps. The Hawks are interviewing complainants, witnesses, and family members. They are assessing messages, documents, travel arrangements, and communication records. The team is building a timeline to understand who initiated each stage of recruitment. They are also checking links to networks involved in cross-border movement of people. Possible charges include human trafficking, fraud, and unlawful recruitment of civilians into foreign military structures. These are serious offenses under South African law. Each offense carries heavy penalties. Investigators are studying whether the men were moved across borders under deception. They are also reviewing whether any South African figure gained money or influence from the operation. The National Prosecuting Authority will receive the case file after the Hawks conclude their work. The NPA will decide whether the evidence supports prosecution. This decision depends on proof showing intent, knowledge of risks, and participation in a scheme that placed civilians in danger. The NPA will also factor in statements from the families and the men who traveled to Russia. The incident has sparked debate inside the MK party and across the country. The story raises questions about internal accountability. It highlights pressure on public representatives to use responsible judgment and international affairs. It also exposes rising interest among foreign groups seeking recruits from developing nations. South Africa faces new demands to strengthen systems that protect citizens from illegal cross-border schemes. Families of the men want answers. They want assurance their relatives will return home safely. Many feel betrayed because the men expected training in controlled environments. Instead, they entered a region exposed to heavy combat. Some families argue the recruitment relied on trust built through political identity. Others worry more South Africans might be exposed to similar traps. The Hawks have urged patience while the investigation continues. They plan to provide updates once evidence processing reaches a stage where information release will not compromise the case. For now, both sisters remain central figures in a dispute raising national concern. The outcome will influence political trust, public safety, and South Africa's position on unlawful foreign involvement in conflict zones.